Now I have a huge visual to know where to start. Yeah, exactly.
Where nobody wants to talk.
Where everybody knows your name.
What if we do what was that, an ASMR episode?
No.
I leaned close to the mic and Ruby was like, no, and I immediately leaned back.
I was gonna do it too, and that note was so like punctuated that I could not.
I hate ASMR, but you know what else I hate? Racist people.
Whoa, wait, you don't like racists?
Oh, shocker, I know.
Yeah,
I'm
real
you all know me and know how
Ruby.
tolerant I am.
I got banned, so I have a pedigree.
All right, so welcome to the podcast, the Bark Bark Meow podcast. Whenever I open, I don't know how to start it because the meow's at the end, and I can't wait for one of you to bark, so I just say it.
Bark.
Bark.
Meow.
This is the spooky.
Today we're in a spooky outfit.
I want to suck your blood.
This kind of fits because I drank last night and I was a little hungover this morning, so this kind of works out. Yeah, I'm a little green right
today.
now. Yeah.
Mine's perfect because head empty, no thoughts.
There you go.
Just nauseous Misha.
Yeah, honestly.
Love it.
This is nauseous Misha. We have sexy Solus, nauseous Mitsa, and no thoughts Ruby. Those are costumes.
The only thing that really changed on me is I'm just sexy.
You got the like bedroom eyes going on.
I mean, those are just my fangs, yo. Those aren't different. No, don't mind me sniffing your neck.
Yeah, no.
Solus, I really like your makeup today.
For audio listeners, I am dressed in a cape with the knockoff cheap pendant that comes in all vampire costume things that you get from like Walmart. I've got extended fangs and some red-ish maroon. It's a dark red brown eyeshadow, and I look good.
And I'm green and have a nail in my neck. I look like Frankenstein's monster.
Technical difficulties. I can't hear anybody. Hang on.
And Ruby is dressed as technical difficulties.
Hang on.
Hang on.
My headphones just died.
I don't think I want to hang on. Solus, you want to continue with the episode?
Yeah.
Let's just do the episode without Ruby.
There was like a whole the whole transition to racist, and then we immediately did all that before clarifying is great. We're talking about. They seem like a really good person for a long time on Twitter.
No, I was joking. We're not actually we're gonna wait for Ruby.
Oh,
I was quoting a song.
eHarmony emailing me. I don't have an eHarmony.
eHarmony? I haven't heard that name in years.
No, I have no.
Takes drag of cigarette. Haven't heard that name in years.
Don't want to talk anymore.
I don't want a lot for Christmas. There is just one thing I need, and I don't care about the presents underneath the Christmas tree.
Christmas.
In
Halloween.
I'm back.
You're back. You can hear us now.
I can hear you now. God, that was awful. My headphones died. And I plugged them in, and I guess they're not working. And then
good.
These other headphones, the computer was not recognizing that they're headphones.
That's never fun. That sucks.
Everybody subscribe for your very annual or very weekly Ruby's having technical difficulties with their fucking equipment moment.
One day, the supporters will. You're gonna get a new mic.
You're
gonna get a new computer.
Even when you weren't here and we had the special guest, we had Finn on that week, Finn started having technical difficulties. You passed your technical difficulties on to our guest.
God, it's something about the right chair, I guess.
Yeah, it's the spot.
Yeah, the reception's really bad in that right chair right there.
That's why Broomy never has any audio issues. Perfect pitch every time.
Oh, by the way, spooky episode, right? No, this doesn't come out till next week, but tomorrow is Friday the 13th in October.
No!
Shit, you're right.
We're doing this spooky shit today. Speaking of scary shit.
Yo.
Racism.
God.
All right,
and
actually,
old furries, I guess. But
yeah. Well, conservatism, old racist shit tends to go hand with old people, right?
Fox News.
It shouldn't. I've met plenty of... Yeah, it does go hand in hand with Fox News, that's for sure.
Well, see, and that's the thing that kills me is this Clayton Conway person from Twitter. I've known of them for a long time. I haven't obviously seen much from them since I haven't been on the site. And they're typically really positive, very like open-minded person. And then they posted, no, do you want me to read it off? Any of you guys can read it off, but like, holy shit.
Yeah, you can go ahead and read it off.
I do want to say, before, like, 4 hours before the posts that are just an absolute 180, he posted a picture of a suit and he said, "Good Wednesday morning, my furry family and friends. We have made it halfway through the week, and the weekend will soon be here. Let's reach out to those in need." I know, dude. Let's reach out to those in need and cheer them up so the rest of their week is good. Let's all start the day off with a big hug and much love. You got done hearing that and you're like, "Oh, that's so sweet. What a happy Wednesday. I sure hope he doesn't go on a racist tirade in 4 hours." Take it away,
every time someone posts anything nice, that's what I think.
Let's go with this.
I really hope this doesn't turn out to be a racist guy.
Not another old furry that's about to show his ass, the whole ass even. So this banger of a tweet drops. Do you really think all the people crossing the border every day are staying at the border? No. Why do you care if they stay at the border? The majority of the people crossing the border are men between the age of 18 and 30 with military haircuts. And I'm not racist. I have friends of every race and ethnicity. And I hate to say this. No, I don't. It's one of those things where if you have to do a qualifier where it's okay, I've got POC friends, you done fucked up.
I know, literally hit me with the I've got black friends comment.
Yeah.
After dropping the hard R and yeah. You can't do that.
Well, okay.
And if you say shit like this,
Clayton did not drop the hard R, so this was making a joke.
No,
there was no hard R in any part of this.
I mean, this is still racist. This is still clearly racist. And for some reason, somehow the replies got to him trying to defend himself, saying it's because people hate me because I have guns.
Oh, so Solus.
If you guys have a little bit more of a timeline of this, that'd be great.
I do actually. Because there's a tweet that happened in between the one you read and the one I read that he deleted. So 2 hours.
So he did delete that tweet.
He deleted
That's the one I was trying to find.
He deleted the tweet that said, "I'm going to stop at the gun store today and buy a couple $100 worth of bullets. With everything going on at the border, you never know when you might need them." And it's like,
whoa,
that's
buddy.
kind of a weird. You just wished us a happy morning.
What does that mean, my dude?
Right? Like, well, not only that, but saying, like, help others that are in need. And it's like, you think people crossing the border don't need help? And that's the thing is, because I don't know. God, there was some more tweets I think that got deleted because he at some point, I swear to God, he tweeted something along the lines of like, don't you know that there's like sleeper cells in all the country or something like that?
Yeah. Let me find that one. That one's still up. I'm almost certain.
But it was still up.
It was a reply, so it doesn't show up on his main feed.
Oh, I was gonna say this. There's 375 replies to this one tweet, so it's very hard to find all of the stuff going on there.
Yeah.
But yeah, I understand that he wasn't saying I'm gonna go to the border and shoot people, but the way you word that and the way that it sounds.
Yeah.
Look, man, if I say something like, "Man, I'm sure glad it's fall and the store is full of apples," it's implied I'm gonna go buy a bunch of fucking apples.
Yeah.
I don't need to say I'm gonna buy apples.
And this comes in with the whole kind of like racist thing too. Is at the base level, this is racist because you think you now have to go buy ammunition to defend yourselves from illegal immigrants crossing the border. Why do you think they're going to come and take your home from you?
It's a long way from the border to central fucking Florida, too.
These human beings.
This guy lives in central Florida, by the way.
Yeah. And
dude, the fucking mer people are coming for that guy.
It is the fucking most disappointing thing because a lot of people are actually in these comments saying, like, I used to consider you like a grandfather of the furry, like in the furry fandom, like you were like my furry grandfather and stuff like that. Because literally up until like this moment, he's not really said anything off the wall. I've always kind of like commended him for being an older generation furry in the fandom. And then he showed his whole ass today.
Yeah.
It's so disappointing. It was yesterday, by the way, but
Yeah.
um,
No, so
mm,
he tweeted a picture of what I can assume is himself shooting at a target, and he
yeah,
says, "So I guess because I'm a gun owner, I'm a bad person. If you think that, then I don't need you as a friend. I have owned guns since I was 15 years old, and I'm almost 67 now. I used to teach gun safety class," which, quick interjection, guns aren't the thing that people are mad about, but yeah, so like this person Simon says, owning the guns isn't the issue. I own guns, but it's the way you talked about using them. The way that you decided to say you'd use that gun to kill the people at the border you deem wrong or evil. Yes, some are, but you can't just say such a broad statement like that. And he replies, "I have never said anything about killing anyone at the border. If you think there are not sleeper cells in every state in this country, then you are living in a fantasy world."
it's those damn illegal
Dude,
immigrants.
it's
They're
like
gonna take us from the inside.
I mean,
taking our jobs.
Dude, well, and
I
I'm
made a
gonna
tweet.
follow up this. Sorry, go ahead.
I was
Making
gonna
the
say
frogs gay.
I made a tweet like quote tweeting him, and I was like, "Grandpa suddenly spouting racism at the Thanksgiving dinner table while we, the family, stare in shock," because it was just like a
That's
complete
exactly what it
180.
was.
Yeah,
Exactly, and I did see a tweet somewhere in there about him saying he was going to leave for a month or so, and then he hasn't quite, I don't think. But the
yeah,
big thing,
he's still
there's
replying to
another
people.
big post in here. Another person had posted the way you originally said it's Arvu and the Box Crew. I'll just, credit to the person. They said originally they tried to explain why they were trying to help them understand where they were in the wrong. Again, this is one of those furry moments. Me and Ruby Love and Misha. Well,
Furry,
sorry.
shut the fuck up moment.
Yeah, it's a
Misha's
furry-
good at commenting
No.
about.
Yeah, it's furry.
What?
Shut the fuck up moment. It's and humble yourself and take that moment to realize why people are upset, right? And this guy was they were trying to help, and they said the way you originally said it, and then the way you got defensive and claimed it's because I own guns is why you're getting so much backlash. It's not the guns; it's how you came across, and how you blew that off. And he replied to that. He said, "This list was started in October of last year and is through the beginning of June when so many people start crossing where they could no longer verify everyone that was coming across." And it's a screenshot of a Fox News.
No way.
It's a
39 minutes ago.
Yeah, it's a screenshot of a
Wait.
Fox News
I have to
statistic.
do that.
Yeah, I can grab it really quick. Let me drop it.
I cannot believe that's fucking true. Jesus.
Keep going though, Sola. Sorry.
And that's the killer thing is if you quote Fox News, you're showing your whole ass.
You are showing your whole ass if you quote Fox
You
News. Did you
can't-
know there's
yeah.
a study that
Fox
and
News and
I'll try and find it.
conservatisms absolutely like despise the whole illegal immigrant thing and try to paint it as the worst crisis in the whole world, and that they're all rapists and drug dealers and murderers and all these things. So if you go to a source that believes that already, they're already going to have skewed statistics. Statistics don't lie, context matters though. And I don't believe their numbers. I would like to see where they got the numbers, and good luck finding that stuff.
I personally found the article. But there is an article, there's a study from Adblocker, and Fox News and NBC, NPR researchers have asked people on average what like how informed they are. And if you watch Fox News, you are less informed than if you consume no news.
Wow.
No way.
Well,
I have the graph right here.
I would assume it's because the incredible amount of misinformation.
That is it.
You can't
Here's
call
the
yourself
graph.
informed if you're getting misinformation.
So that was kind of a prelude. We wanted today to discuss older furry YouTubers, and that just happened on Twitter. And apparently, Clayton used to be a furry YouTuber. I don't know what he did. Did either of you watch his content? I've literally never heard of this guy till today.
I've seen him around, but I didn't know he did videos. I feel like he was in controversy a few months ago, because I remember him posting the exact same, like, I'm leaving for a month, like a couple months ago, but I don't know anything about it.
He left for a month, came back, was racist, and left again.
Right.
It's just, I didn't know he was really a content creator. I just knew that he was around the Twitter spaces. Seemed to be a very, what do you call it, a positive person. An open-minded older generation furry, which again can be hard to find just because it seems like the older generation is extremely conservative. And like I've had good interactions with them back in the past, but ouch, this one's this one comes from the left field, and the only thing I can hope, is they can get off the Fox News Kool-Aid before it's too late, and they can humble themselves and understand why people are upset.
Yeah.
If they can do that, I mean, because I really do think like if because goddamn, it seems like they have a pretty decent heart. I want them to salvage this. I want them to be a good story. Damn it! But away from that, though, we're talking what the old furry YouTubes.
Yeah, speaking of furry YouTube video makers that used to make videos, like and subscribe.
Oh
Um,
my,
we,
like, subscribe.
this week's episode is not about racist boomers. This week's episode is actually about old content, like old furry videos that were super popular that we liked and kind of what got us into the fandom, but not directly.
Yeah.
So we each have 2 videos that we're gonna discuss, and we're gonna give a brief summary of them, and then yeah,
All right.
But I mean,
who would like to go first?
we want to just go down the row.
Down the road, I could start.
Yeah,
All right,
we could do
start
like
away.
1, 2, 3, and then 1, 2, 3 down the row again. We each just do one video at a time.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah.
All right, so just for you guys and for the description later, there's my first video. He's one of my favorite fursuiters of all time. I've met him multiple times. Buddy the dog.
Buddy
Oh
the
my
Buddy.
dog.
God! Yes.
If you know Buddy, you know Buddy. Buddy's an amazing performer of. I say performer because
He's totally a
in
performer.
Suit is in a performer. The character is phenomenal, incredibly enthusiastic, energetic. I don't know what else other to say that Buddy is actually one of the reasons why I kind of got into the furry fandom.
I can add something to this one.
Buddy, so the video I posted is Meet Buddy. It's from the account TechRude2024. This is a 12-year-old video. Buddy, again, this video does a really good job of just showing who Buddy is. And so this was 12 years ago. And around that time is when I decided to try and look up furries on YouTube. Because I was in the fandom at that point in time, but I wasn't quite like I considered myself a furry because I knew I liked anthropomorphic characters and all that stuff, and I had found out about the furry fandom. But that was like when I first started digging into seeing if there was content out there. And I can't find the video, the good video that is. It was Buddy, Drama Llama, and Jesus sitting at like FWA 2011, I think.
Like Jesus Christ?
Yes, it was somebody cosplaying
the
as
Seaman
Jesus Christ.
himself?
And they all sat down in a circle. They all kind of like all showed up one by one. And it is a nice little yuck. There's a lot of laughs. And it showed me, just kind of the inside of a furry convention, the different kinds of people, performers, characters that they are. And it meant a lot to me. And I love that video. And of course, to my surprise, because remember, that was like 2011, when I became Solace in 2018, and I go to MFF 2018 for my first con, I find Buddy the freaking dog.
Buddy
And I
the
was like,
dog.
this suit has been around for well over a decade now. And holy shit, he's done good job keeping it. I mean, there's probably been many, many repairs and stuff, but it's amazing to see a character go this far, go this long. And the fact that I got to meet him too was incredibly fun and kind of magical. Dude runs around with a black shirt on that says Poppy Fur, which to me is the funniest shit.
I gotta get that shirt.
I'm actually. So that shirt actually also has furry YouTube history.
Oh no shit.
Really?
Yeah. So I can tell you a little bit more about this shirt because I remember the time when Buddy first popped up. I was in the fandom, and this was actually a time when talking in suit was kind of faux pas. Poodling was definitely faux pas. Talking in suit was like people kind of frowned on you about it. Except for Buddy, because he's just performing the whole time. It's a little different now. Everybody talks in suit. Everybody takes their heads off. It's not a big deal. And it shouldn't be. But the Poppy Fur joke is actually an old, the old furry YouTube video where before dance competitions, they would have like masquerades and you would pick a song and you would like do a little skit instead of dancing. And then people started dancing more. So much so that because it was just a little bit easier than making a whole skit. But skits were way more popular back then. Very few people
Yes.
danced. Now way more people dance. But somebody took the song "Popular" by the in the musical Wicked and turned it into "Pop You Fur."
Oh my god, that's amazing.
And then they sold T-shirts, and it was so funny. And it sucks that word has become like so many people say it, and I'm like, you guys don't even know what you're saying.
Pop
Like,
you
I know
for
you're like,
derogatory.
Well, I was gonna say language evolves, and unfortunately, people took and ran with it in the derogatory way.
no, it
I
is
think.
derogatory. In this video, it's satire. Here, I will send
Oh,
you the
okay.
video.
Wait, you have the
Oh.
video? Cool. I
So-
I have the video. It's right here, and this was amazing. It was legendary at the time because they recorded a whole song and like altered it. I can't believe neither of you knew that shirt was from this video.
no.
For reference, everybody, this is a 14-year-old video.
Phenomenal. Oh my god. I can't believe that's where
Phenomenal.
that
Yeah, you beat me to it, Ruby.
I just okay. I'm glad
This
that I
is so
bring.
much-
Dude,
yeah,
also
this
this is Professor Ruby shit because I bring something old to the table and Ruby's just like, oh, I know more about this.
You want the hidden lore?
The hidden lore unlock from Ruby. God.
I have one of those Poppy Fur shirts.
Do you?
Oh, that is
do.
amazing.
Can I borrow it
I
at
do have a
MFF?
Yeah, totally.
We're
Hey,
about the
yo.
same height.
I use it as a pajama shirt.
We should
Oh,
film
perfect.
some TikToks.
Oh my god. Should have found them TikTok.
All right, so yeah, buddy, if you ever see him at a convention, give him some love. Amazing person, suitor, performer of the fandom, and help me start looking into the fandom and getting a little bit more familiar with
Hey.
it. And that was my big
Yeah.
opening to furrows.
I want to say, Buddy reminds me of somebody that I know named Tabin. Tabin the pup.
The pup. Yep.
Yeah. I got to meet Tabin at Spokanthro. I didn't know who they were. And then like a year or two later, like 2020, 2021, they invited me on their podcast. And so I got to go and do an interview because they wanted to hear from a furry YouTuber, I guess. So that was my first moment where I was like, holy shit, wait a minute.
Oh my god, wait, you're a puppy fur?
Oh my god, you're gonna be pop you fur. And then I got to meet them again at Furlandia, and we actually got to like talk and chat, and like, you know, we knew each other this time. And just
there was
getting
familiarity.
getting to meet the Barely Furcasting cast and just chat with all of them. That was a lot of fun.
That's
But
cool.
yeah, Tabin is absolutely like he plays the character so well because like a handful of people know who he is outside of Suit.
Right, and I will also say I don't know where both same energy. I don't know where both Buddy and Tabin get the energy because they are just when it is pure. Like I'm pretty sure, like it's crack cocaine energy.
Tabin
they
is
are
a pup.
vibrating.
Yes, Tabin is absolutely a pup, like
And
to a
it's
T.
amazing.
Yeah.
And to be fair, and by the way, not Pup Hood or anything like that.
No.
They literally go by Tabin the pup.
Yeah. Bark.
They have a
That's-
fursuit. It's crazy.
That's how they
So
start. I'll put a
I have to
picture.
ask-
Editing Misha, put a picture of you and Tabin right here.
Boom.
Editing
Yeah,
Misha, put a pup hood on my face.
Editing Misha, don't do that.
Misha, fuck you.
Damn. Editing
Damn!
Misha,
That is
put
Editing
like an
Misha.
explosion effect on top of Solas.
not a-
editing Misha, just delete Solas right now. You
By
can
the
just
Editing
hide his-
Misha, crop the entire screen so that only Misha and Ruby are still in the cafe.
It's just bark meow.
Now it's just bark meow.
meow.
I
It's
just
the
also
big beat
editing
from
Misha
now.
in the bottom right corner or left corner, whatever you like. Put a counter because this is definitely not the first time I've told you to go fuck yourself.
Oh my god, the FY counter.
First you tell him to go fuck himself, and then you add more work. Go find all the times I said it, and then count them.
Yeah, no, that ain't
Oh,
happening.
I know it's not happening. I think it's funny though. So your video
My video, yeah.
is
So,
it about Taven?
oh no, my video has nothing to do with Tabin.
Damn.
My video is more of like one that I'm sure a lot of furries out there are gonna vibe with, and a lot of people where it's like, this was your first introduction into the furry community. This is like, you know, you see all of these compilations, and of course I am talking about Telephone Squeak compilations, as well as, mainly, there was a dance that Telephone did to Spooky Scary Skeletons, which is very fitting, And that was the first like fursuit dance I'd ever seen. I remember being like, it was like 2014, 2015, sitting there with my little iPod and watching that like on repeat and being like, that's actually really cool. Like I hadn't admitted to myself I was a furry, but it was like, that's really cool and that's such a cute suit and I really like their design. And so yeah, I'm sure a lot of furries had the same, where it was like seeing Telephone interact with people and doing the Squeak compilation and all of that. I can't stand squeakers now, which is ironic, but like back then it was just like super cute.
Only Telephone was doing it.
Yeah.
And Telephone never overdid it. But then everybody saw them doing it and they're like, "Oh my god, that's going to be me."
I'm going to make this my whole personality.
There was another really popular fursuiter back then. And he also used a squeaker. And he got so over it, like not only being asked to squeak, but also just the squeaker phase in general. He doesn't even use that fursuit anymore. And it's really sad.
Oh god, do you guys remember? I think it was Anthrocon when everybody was waiting in line. Some douche canoe handed out squeakers to everybody.
That was FWA.
And FWA. Yeah. Bro, fuck that guy.
What? Why would you do it in the line?
Yeah.
We're trapped here.
Yeah.
I know he's just trying to be nice, but fuck.
But yeah, just like Telephone Squeak compilations, Telephone in general, good introduction for a lot of people into furry and like, you know, how cons are. Like we just discussed, unfortunately, the squeaker has kind of gotten out of hand, and it was like, it sounds stupid, but like Telephone was kind of able to like convey emotion through a fucking squeaker, and it was really cool.
Yeah.
Because like they were able to do, I don't know if they had like an actual squeaky toy or they were doing it themselves.
I know how they were doing it because he knows
was it the squeaky toy?
Yeah.
Or did they take out the little like squeaky nozzle thing and put it in their mouth?
Yeah, it's actually a modified bird whistle.
Ooh. Really?
Yeah.
Oh, is that like an industry secret, or can we talk about that?
I mean, I don't think Eno would care.
Cool.
Eno, if you're listening to this and you did care,
Ruby's
my bad.
breaking the magic.
Just immediately copyright strike us.
Telephone is such an iconic character, and on top of that, created a species and an entire lore, like of that character for it to exist. Even like I think they wrote a whole freaking book, right?
Yeah, angel dragons have their whole lore.
The Dutch angel dragons, correct?
Yeah.
Yes.
Because I thought to be angel dragon is fine. To be a Dutch angel dragon, you have to go through. Well, I can't remember.
There's just rules.
Yeah, there's rules to be a Dutch angel dragon, or you'll get banned.
You won't get banned. You won't get banned.
You'll get banned from life.
Banned from the fandom.
Someone comes to your doorstep and just kills you.
I was gonna say they're gonna take your furry card, but
oh no.
Oh no, not my furry card.
Yeah, I lost mine for saying I didn't like FNAF. It's really easy to lose that card.
Oh my god, you don't. Okay, yeah, your furry card is gone.
Dude, we've already been over this.
We've been over this, Ruby.
Just me flipping through all of my furry cards, like all the ones that I've reclaimed from people.
Also, your persona just gets like Thanos snapped, like the dust particles away.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Just kind of like, whoa.
Okay, my first video is actually gonna be this one. So back then there weren't a lot of furry videos, and this was the first one I saw that was like so cool and so well edited. I was like, hold on, furry could be cool? It wasn't just like cutesy wootsy, big stuffed animal type of shit, or like people going to their local McDonald's in fursuit.
Or trying 10 new foreign candies all in suit.
Yeah, this was edited, it was cool, it was slick.
Ooh.
I was actually just looking at this and I'm like, oh, I remember seeing this.
This video inspired me to dance. So there's more to this story, and there's a funny background. So this suitor, his name is Tyer. I've met him in real life, really nice guy, very, very talented.
Like a one-for-all suit?
Yes, a very talented one-for-all suit. One-for-all tiger. He's the first fursuit I ever saw with ears that went back, and I was like, oh, you could do that? I don't know. I really liked him. But I watched his Further Confusion 2011 fursuit dance competition, and this was the first dance competition that I was like excited to watch. And it's funny because So this was also at a time where having a Fursuit was unacceptable. Like,
Right.
Oh yeah.
That shit
you were
was behind closed doors.
no, so much so, and if people found out, you did like ooh. But Tyer in the middle, and here's that video in the middle of
Oh
his dance,
no.
his SPH rips open.
Oh no.
Nothing inappropriate is in the video. But so Tyser's coolest thing when he was going around Fursuit, I'm trying to find the moment, but he could do a standing backflip in Fursuit. Like
That's amazing.
nobody could fucking do that. It was incredible. So he dances
Oh, that's so cool.
it
Hell
was,
yeah.
and like the tail going around him and everything. There were so many photos of Tyer doing backflips in Fursuit because it was just so unheard of. We could barely move in these things, and this
Honestly,
dude's doing
dude.
backflips.
I was skipping when I first put on Misha, like in public. I was skipping down the street during the Pride Parade, and I thought I was gonna die. I couldn't
Yeah,
see
no.
shit.
It's running in Fursuit is like running with your eyes closed.
Yeah, dude.
So Tyer was doing some really cool shit, but this kind of changed the game for people with Fursuits because Tyer was cool and very flexible. In fact, one of my friends was one of his friends. So they text him. They're like, "Hey, man, are you like okay? Are you getting hate?" And he's like, "Dude, I've got no hate. Nobody said anything, and I've got like 40 people in my DMs that I'm gonna go have sex with right now."
See, that
So
was the
luckily-
thing. Was like,
Let's just settle the fuck down on SPHs. At the very least, let us have it so we could just piss.
Yeah.
Right. That's a whole thing. So no bad came of this, and everybody kind of like looked at each other, realized nobody's gonna die if somebody's SPH accidentally rips open, and everybody started to be more chill about it. Like, oh
Cool.
wait, it's not just creepy people who have sex in
it's
Right.
Fursuit.
yeah, right.
It's also hot, flexible dudes.
Not carpet sample.
Oh god.
Yeah.
Oh god.
Check out the other video we did that mentions carpet sample. The
Check-
furry iceberg.
Check out my video that mentions carpet sample. Or don't. I actually really hate that video.
All right, I got another video really quick.
All right,
Whoa.
so
this
let's
one-
try a video.
This one comes from Majira Strawberry's channel, of course, one of the big furry YouTubers, but the content's not even about Majira whatsoever. And there's a reason why this is. It was posted. They used to be roommates. Their friend Echo. They did an unboxing video, and this was one of the when I came back to the fandom and started looking more in depth into being social and understanding the fandom back in 2018. When I also developed Solace and became Solace, this video was actually one of the videos that really stuck with me because it. Obviously, with it being on Majira's Strawberry's channel, it got a little bit more notice. It's a little bit easier, higher up on like the algorithm, and it really is to me. Fursuit unboxing videos in general are some of the most unbridled joy that you will see come out of an adult person. Like kids that are like 8 to 10 years old waking up on Christmas morning and seeing all the presents kind of joy, you know? Like when you're 20 plus, 30 plus and you're unboxing your fursuit and you see it for the first time and that excitement and that energy is unmatched. And it is, if you go through and just spend a night watching unboxing videos and get like that joy vicariously, it's amazing.
Oh yeah, it's great.
Dude, who else
and-
wants to do shrooms and watch unboxing videos?
You know, it's so, it's so nice.
I'll do weed. I don't
get
do
high. I was gonna say
yeah.
get high, like smoke a little bit. But,
And then I got high.
And
when
then
I
I
got
got high.
All right, yeah. But yeah, and to me, this was like peak for YouTube content for me. If you never release it to YouTube, I heavily suggest recording your unboxings anyways, because that is footage that 10, 20, 30 years down the line that you're going to go back to and look at yourself and go, holy shit. I was very lucky and got mine recorded at TFF 2019 by the lovely Ash Coyote. And
Ash,
I
know
go
them.
back to that YouTube channel and look at my own unboxing all of the time.
I recorded mine. My friend Miles helped me record mine. And mine is up on my channel. Yay!
But yeah, so this video is called Echo's Fursuit Unboxing, and for the audio listeners who don't get the opportunity, yeah, it's just somebody opening their fursona, their fursuit or their personas come to life, and it really is amazing, and to see how happy they are.
Yeah.
Yeah. So to me,
Yeah.
that's one of the big furry YouTube moments for me.
Hell yeah. Anyway, my second video is one of the ones that inspired me, Chubby Barkin, to make content, kind of.
Ooh.
And it was
Definitely.
More.
yeah, right. It was around the same time as when I found the Telephone Squeak compilation ones. It was BetaEtaDelota's video of 7 levels of furry hell, or like 7 levels of being a furry, and it was one of the videos that I just kept watching because I liked the stills, and I liked, I liked the character stills, and I liked all the visuals that he used. And it's a really silly video talking about obviously the different levels of being a furry, from like just enjoying the furry aesthetic to the other stuff. And then yeah, it just goes down the hill. It's kind of like Dante's Inferno with the 7 levels of hell. Obviously that's what it was like molded around. But yeah, it was the first furry PNG still video I'd ever seen. And like it's a lot more popular now, obviously, because like, we're a dime a dozen, us PNG YouTubers, but it was special because it was like Beta was one of the people that I like framed my channel around, where it was like, that's the type of content I want to make.
Yeah, that particular video too. BetaEtaDelota did it a lot in the earlier YouTube days. And very specifically with that video, where it's a part of the commentary scene still.
Yeah.
But it's not just talking about furry drama, and it's not furry crush tier list,
Oh,
it was
yeah.
an incredibly well thought out and scripted video and original content that comes out of the commentary scene that, like, I fell in love with that video too. I understand
Yeah.
why it got so much love.
I think it's his
And
most
just-
popular video. It's sitting at like 1.1 million views last I checked.
Yeah, how many people can say they got 1 mil on a video? That's amazing.
Honestly,
Holy
yeah.
shit.
Yeah.
A furry video too.
Incredible. Absolutely. And that's why I really enjoyed it. It's a hell of a watch, and you can go back through all of Beta's content and catch like some great stuff. Definitely inspirational.
Yeah. God. Speaking
Imagine.
of drama furry YouTube, I keep getting thrown in that box. And I know it's partly my own fault of like the drama furry YouTubers like X, Y, and Z and Misha be Barkin. It's like, no, please. I talk about drama sometimes.
What did we start the podcast off with?
No, shut up, because I also made a video about that.
I'm unashamed. I like to talk about what's going on in the fandom, and half the time it's shit going down.
Yeah, like
I think stories interest us, and I would love to believe that we're so focused on only good things. But I can't help get all riled up when people are fucking morons.
Yeah, it's
a
double-edged sword, because it's like my most popular videos are the ones where I'm talking about negative things.
Yeah, and it sucks. I wish it wasn't like that.
Yeah, I don't like making those videos super often. Sometimes I feel like it's important, but like I don't like making those every week.
I think it's important to talk about those things, but I do wish it wasn't like, I wish that I had to make videos to be informative. Like, I have to talk about this. I'm so sorry, guys. Anyway, back to something positive. I wish everybody would agree that like the positive ones are way better and everyone likes them more, but it's not the case. People watch the negative ones more.
I think it's a mix between the negativity that people want to be aware of. You gotta be aware of what's going on.
Yeah.
But also, if it doesn't directly affect you, it kind of becomes entertainment to a point.
Yeah.
Obviously there's some very serious subjects that you don't usually mess around with in those kind of situations, but like clearly like racism is awful. But it's not like he went and actually shot somebody, right?
No, and clowning on racists is important anti-racism.
Yeah, and you should absolutely laugh at Clayton Connor.
Yes. Laugh at racists, laugh at Nazis, don't laugh at racism in general.
Nazis too.
Punch Nazis. Don't punch down, punch Nazis.
But yeah,
put that on a fucking t-shirt.
Oh my God.
Yo, that's new podcast material or merch.
That's very decent merch.
But yeah, Solus, you're 1,000% right with the whole like people like watching drama, especially when it doesn't affect them. It becomes entertainment, because the Miranda Sings thing recently, that was you know, that was a whole mess, and it's hilarious because haha ukulele woman, but like she fucked up a lot of kids, you
and that's
know.
why I
The
was trying.
Illuminati thing is a good
The
example.
Illuminati thing too, yeah.
I was
I've
gonna say,
been
I'm trying
watching
not
that.
to say because I hate to say because I also follow those to an extent. It is entertaining to me, but I do try to keep that scope that like people's lives were fucked with.
Yeah,
That's why, like, from my knowledge, and like I said, obviously racism is really bad, and we can't let it perpetuate. But from my knowledge, this Conway stuff right now is just a really bad take, right?
yeah,
From my knowledge, he hasn't gone out and harmed people, and right now, only their rhetoric is only going to possibly spread to others that already believe in that shit, so it's not a big deal. But yeah, that's what I say. Like the random seeing stuff, like that's stuff that has to come out.
Well, that's why, in my opinion, it's so important to clown on racists. If, let's say, your idol says something like that, like this guy
Mhm.
did, and you're a little bit like you don't know about stuff yet, and you're a little bit impressionable. It's like, oh, I didn't even realize there was an immigration crisis. Like, I have no reason yet to not believe this person, right?
yeah.
Right.
And then somebody else in the comments is like, wow, you're a moron. It's like, oh wait, this
Wait a
dude's a
minute.
moron. And then
Yeah.
you see hundreds and hundreds of people calling him a moron.
There's
You're like,
about
okay, wait a
300
minute. I
comments
have to
saying
be
it.
a moron. This must be a moronic take.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
like from a content creator standpoint, like making videos about stuff like that, like you have to do it with such care, like you have to be super careful when you're
Oh, yeah.
making videos about that. Cause like when I first started doing the Misha B. Barkin thing, I would just kind of like, I'd make videos all the time and be like, this person sucks. Oh, this person X, Y, and Z. And it didn't directly affect me. And then there was one moment where I think it was a furry week in Atlanta or something. Someone got SA'd,
Oh
and
no.
I was gonna talk about it in like super duper detail in the video, and then I deleted the whole part of me going into like exclusive detail about it because that was not my position to talk about that in
Right.
such vivid detail. And it was the first moment where I stopped and was like, what I say on here, like this can do damage, or like,
Mhm.
you know, I just didn't feel comfortable talking about it and like talking about real people, you know, like
Mhm.
things I say, people I talk about on the channel, it directly affects people, you know. These
Mhm.
are actual situations, not just haha clowning on entertainment. And I want to make a video talking about that, like responsibilities of a content creator, cuz
Mhm.
like it was the first moment where I just like looked at myself in the mirror and I was like, "Hey, like you have to be more careful in the future." And since then, I've just been like super careful, especially if I'm talking about negative topics. I make sure to get all my ducks in a row as best I can, and I make sure to get all the info out.
I had a friend like that,
Yeah,
where they had a lot of followers. They have a lot of followers. They said something that like very off the cuff that just was just misinformation. And I'm like, bro, you can't just say stuff like that. And they're like, I don't care how many followers that I have. I'm gonna say anything I want. I'm like, then you are really misunderstanding the responsibility of a
yeah,
platform. And if you don't
Right.
understand that responsibility, you need to get off social media. If you
yeah,
want to say whatever you want, do that on your private accounts, not on your 20K follower accounts.
yeah. Like I'll have like drama and shit that I want to tweet about, and I'll usually do that on my private account where 30 people follow me. You know,
Or
I'm
if
not
I
just
think
gonna like,
I might have a bad take, I'm like, hey guys, is this like really a thing? I'll
yeah,
put that on my private, knowing that like the 20 people I trust who follow me, one of them is gonna be like, Ruby, keep that one in the drafts, and I'll be
Ruby,
like,
this
whoops,
sucks. Yeah,
Put it
Ruby.
away.
But they're gonna do it in a constructive, like, Ruby, calm down, or
exactly.
no, you are just wrong. Versus people on the internet like, wow, now we hate your guts, and they're not, and that's the responsibility. If somebody sees
Right.
a bad take on my main and blocks me, that's not their fault. They don't have sensitive skin. That's my responsibility as the person maintaining their audience.
Yeah,
Like I've had those experiences myself. I haven't really said I think too many bad takes on my Solace account, right? It was back when I was on Twitter. There was a couple times where like a misinformation was spread at a con, like a bomb thread or something, and I retweeted some stuff and made some comments too quickly, or drama coming out of cons that were very misinformed. I'm thinking of one, I have a couple. Uh, I can't quite remember, but there were some times where some things came out that came out to be untrue later, and I had to walk it back.
Yeah, I've been there
it
too.
was very important that I've walked it back. I deleted it and made apologies, to the best that I could. Again, it's not expected forgiveness. You just kind of hope that they take it and forgive you. But that's kind of the like that realizing moment of like, because if you help spread that misinformation, you're helping spread this person's narrative and causing harm to others, like their victims and what's going on. And so that's why a lot of times I don't make initial reactions, especially when it comes to con stuff anymore. Like I make sure like there's backing up evidence coming out before I talk about anything. And one of the more recent ones that I think we talked about on this podcast was the person that was saying they got stabbed by a needle at the con this year. And it came to find out that they figured it was like some sort of pin or something that was on the person's suit or a spike. It wasn't a needle. But that person went all over social media slandering the con and this person and saying it was needles and said that they heard other people had gotten stabbed too. And then con ops and them had to come out and be like, no, none of that ever happened. This was the only person that complained about it. And I think, God, what was it? Was it? No, it wasn't Megaplex. But that was like one of those things where I had spread some of that misinformation, and I was like, oh shit.
Yeah.
And so a lot of times, like especially when you see callouts and stuff, is take your time, do the research, look into what the people are saying, try and see if there's backing support and proof, and give it a couple 24 or 48 hours. This is not on a
That's another reason I don't block people.
that you need to like crazily jump onto the bandwagon of like jumping on stuff. Give it a few days. More shit comes out always. More people stand up and speak.
Yeah.
So
have we not learned from the James Charles Tati
God,
video?
right? No, like
but
editing Misha, maybe leave this in, maybe take this out. I don't know. It like something will happen, and then other content creators that I will not name because I don't want to slander anybody, but like they'll have a video out about it a day later, and then they'll have to walk out. Like they'll have to walk back on a lot of what they said because a lot of it was wrong or a lot of it was like, overinflated. And it's like every time something happens, I try to wait at least a week or two to make sure, wait for the dust settle, get all the ducks in a row, figure out what's going on here, figure out both sides. Because no matter how fucked up the situation is, there are two sides to everything. One of the sides can be monumentally fucked up, but like there is a second side.
How many times have we mentioned something on this podcast, and then on the next episode we're like, "Hey,
have an update."
New
update, yeah.
Oh shit!
Like I would rather take a hit to my views, getting less views. Hit a weed, yeah. Oh. I'd rather get less. I'd rather get less views and be right than to like jump on a thing and get all the views and all the clout, and then have to walk back on everything because what I was saying was wrong.
All right, so your video ended, so we got the last video from
Ruby's video.
No,
yeah.
I think I'm good with just the Poppy Fur and the Tyer video. I think I like both of those. I recommend the Poppet Show. I actually couldn't find the compilation I was looking for, but the Poppet Show had like a compilation of things that were not necessarily furry, but furry adjacent, like furry clips in media, and I loved that video, and I can't find it, so I'm just gonna be satisfied with the two I can find. Also, the Lego She Is Gay queer reading of Beastars, I recommend that video if you guys just want something to watch. But I think those are all of the good old classics, and I know we talked about a little bit of drama right before this, but I mean that's what I'm talking about. Even though drama will get you clicks right away and engagement, this good shit, that shit that makes you like feel good, that's timeless.
You remember that for a long time, yeah.
Yeah. Hi, babe.
I was gonna say I agree. I think I understand that.
Andy, we're doing a closing. You want to say hi?
Oh God.
We're doing the closing. Hi.
No,
you're high.
Yeah, you're wearing your shirt.
Whoa.
The Poppy Fur shirt?
It's getting
I'm gonna be amazing to be the Poppy Fur shirt. No, it's a dragon shirt.
We could throw it back to
nuts.
all the single furries video. That's classic.
The single
back
furries.
To the Furry Iceberg video we did. If you want to check that out.
Yeah.
Well,
go check out our other episodes.
Furry clout, or furry drama. It happens. But there's obviously some amazing and lovely parts of our spaces as well.
All right. I'm gonna go eat dinner. I love you.
Wait,
I want
yeah.
food
Horses aren't
too.
real.
Food sounds
Horses are
great.
real.
Horses are not
Horses aren't
real.
real.
Dude, tigers
What
aren't
kind
real
of
either.
conspiracy bullshit are you running now? God dang
Horses
it.
aren't real.
You and your birds aren't real either.
Happy
Also,
Halloween, everybody.
Something about the ocean being soup.
For those of you watching, hi. Comment down below your favorite like old furry video or any videos that you're like, hey, you keep going back to and you're like, this is awesome. I love this. Anyway,
If you
that's all the
made it
time.
this-
Go ahead.
If you made it this far, A, thank you. B, please start posting videos down below of the old
Yeah.
furry content that you like. It'd be great to go back through and look through. And for all you viewers who do check this out, check the comment section, and hopefully there's some awesome videos for you to go check out.
Yeah.
And the description down below.
Yeah.
We also have a Patreon where there's actually some stuff we recorded earlier that will be posted specifically and only to
Yes,
Patreon.
if you would like to
True.
see our reactions to putting our little costumes on and a special ghost version of Misha's costume, you can subscribe to our Patreon, and we're going to throw a bunch of other stuff in there. It really helps us out. I know we've been really pushing the Patreon, but if you've heard all of my mic technical difficulties and Misha's slowly losing his sanity, we really love doing this podcast, but we just can't invest any extra time into it yet, but we'd love to, so that's why we keep pushing it. We're so sorry. We're not pressuring you, and we don't intend to make any of this content not free. Your engagement means the world to us.
Yeah.
Oh.
We're not gonna get rid of any extra content. Like, we're not getting rid of free content. We're just adding on extra content for
Exactly.
Patreon.
You support
the
us, you
Afterburg
get
show-
extra.
And yeah,
The Afterburg show will always be free. We'll still stream. All of the podcasts will still be available for free.
yeah.
We just really appreciate the support, and
Yep.
if you can't financially support, we thank you for that like button, leave a comment,
And the subscribing,
Yeah, spread it
and
around town.
subscribe.
Beat that algorithm up for us.
And yeah.
I'm gonna start a trend, not until we're a little more popular, but I'm gonna try and make our podcast the most disliked podcast. I want everybody to
Wait.
dislike it, thumb it down.
No, don't do that.
Please
No,
don't.
it's fine. We already know that
Oh my
engagement
God.
is engagement.
Everyone immediately just disliked the podcast.
Dislike
Oh,
this
God.
video.
God.
Hey, Ruby, do we have an updated Patreon list?
It is the same, but I can bring it up.
Okay. While
Let's
Ruby's
do the
finding that,
little-
hi. If you're here watching the premiere, hello. You're beautiful. I love you. And if you're not watching the premiere and listening to this later, keep in mind that the episode premieres at 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time every single week. And then after the episode ends, we go live on the same channel, Bark Bark Meow, roughly around 5 p.m. And we all chat and talk about the episode. And the vibes are always good. 9 times out of 10, we don't talk about the episode. It's like an additional episode, if I had to put words to it.
Honestly,
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
literally just an extra episode a
we've
week.
been
So
having quite a few regulars show up, and
yeah,
it really is. It's just the unedited version of what you have right here, and it's pretty great.
yeah.
Actually, I
join
know a
the
lot of you
Discord.
actually go back and watch
We have a
the old
Discord
Afterbark.
available.
we do.
Oh, all of this
Um,
stuff is in the description below. Ooh, can I read?
Yes,
I want to read it
I
this
will-
time. Can I read
Okay,
it?
go ahead.
Can I read it? Can I read it? Hello. Thank you for our Patreons. Raise, Theo Firefox, Corleen R, Shady Shell, Quint, Carnelian Fox, and Steam Pony and Ankara. Thank you again for your love and support. If you do want to help us out, get that little bit of extra content, again, go check out our Patreon. All of the support helps us immensely, and we appreciate you anyways. Thank you for being here.
Thank you for being here.
Thank you for loving
I-
yourself.
Fun to suck your blood.
All
I want to suck your dick. I mean your blood.
right,
happy
bye,
Halloween, y'all.
guys. Bye.
Boop, boop, boop.